So to the question, is it safe to camp in a tent at Dinosaur Valley State Park? Yes, it is. And not only that, I highly recommend it. Yes, they do have really big feet, and there is evidence of that all over this park. But I would not worry too much about being stepped on. But I would recommend downloading the park map and trail map from the state park website, or pick them up when you enter the park. So these are the maps I was talking about that I got at the park when I entered. They have the general overview map of the park and then a trails map, which I was really interested in having because I was planning on doing some hiking. But the overview map here shows the camping area, and I was in Site 15. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But so if you're just visiting for the day, you're likely going to park over on this side. Here's a parking lot, another parking lot, another parking lot. Keep in mind, though, that the bathroom is here. But one thing, keep in mind, especially if you're taking little kids, they're going to want to play in the water. I know I did. And I would want to take a shower before I left if I was going to have to drive very far at all. But so over here in the camping area, the bathroom, there are some showers, and they're nice showers, private showers. There was 3 stalls in the men's, and so there's no reason why you couldn't use those if you wanted to. And it shows the different site areas. Like I say, I really like the trails map. It points out the main site areas too, and some other points of interest. Like I did this scenic overlook, which is up here. And another thing to keep in mind, the trail system here, the Biloxi River Trail, it's 2 miles. It's a really smooth, flat trail. Just about anybody could do that. Even a wheelchair could roll along these trails here really nice. But then actually getting down to the river could be a bit of a challenge, but it could be done. I mean, in a wheelchair with a little bit of effort, but certainly little kids and people have no trouble getting down to the water. But then once you get on this side of the river, these trails here, it's a whole different world. You start climbing and it's rocky, and but that was kind of what I was excited about doing. But I mainly stayed around the river. So I'll show you some pictures here of this trail and the scenic overlook. Really pretty. And also on the other side of this map, it gives even more information on the different trails. It talks about, of course, the trails are somewhat color coded and identified. You still got to be careful because sometimes it looks like a trail and it's not. But it'll give you the distance, estimated time, difficulty, and then a description. It's all. So I really like having these maps with me. Here are just a few pictures I took while hiking on the other side of the river. My visit was the 1st of October, and temperatures were a little warm. I think it got up to 90. So I was really looking forward to getting into the river, and it did not disappoint. This is what they call the Blue Hole. Looked like a really good place to swim, but maybe more accessible from the other side. This is the crossing at Rock Beach. I found a nice place to float on my back, just to the left here. This also is part of the Rock Beach area, a great place to play in the water for all ages. Okay, now for my camping site and tent review. That white and yellow tent is site 14. I'm in 15 with the silver car. I was very happy here. I also liked 17 and 18, maybe a little more private. Now for my tent. It's a Territory brand, similar to Gazelle, but the bottom does not come off. I'm 6'2", and I can stand up and not hit my head. That was a big selling point for me, and the fact it can be set up in less than 3 minutes. It's really that quick. Now it's not cheap at $350 and somewhat heavy and big when folded, but I'm happy with it. Plus look at the view out the top with the rain cover off. Until next time, happy camping, and God bless. Oh yeah, you could watch one of my art videos. You might like it. They're from my other channel, Is Not Is To Art Studio.